Have you ever noticed how easy it is to get pulled into things that were never really yours to begin with? Not anything big either, just random things throughout the day. Something you see, or something you hear, and it just stays in you longer than it should. Not because it matters, but just because you noticed it. I don't know if you ever noticed this about yourself, but I started realizing my attention doesn't always stay where I want it to. Not in a dramatic way, something I see or something I hear. Something that just sticks for a bit longer than it should. And the strange part is, it doesn't even feel like a decision in the moment. It just happens. Like your mind automatically grabs onto things without asking you first. I never really thought about it before. It just felt normal. Like that's just how your mind works. You notice things, you think about them, and then you move on. At least that's what I assumed. But the more I started paying attention to it, the more I realized I wasn't really moving on. I was just holding on to a lot more than I needed to. It wasn't obvious either. It wasn't like I was sitting there stressed all day. It was quieter than that. Just small thoughts that didn't really belong to me, but stayed anyway. And over time, those small things started to pile up. Not all at once, just little by little. Until it felt like my mind was always full of something. Always thinking, always processing. Even when nothing important was happening. And I think that's what made me start questioning it. Because if nothing important is happening, why does it feel like there is? Why does your mind still feel busy? And when I really looked at it, most of what I was thinking about had nothing to do with my own life. It was just things I picked up along the way. Other people's choices, situations, or their opinions. Things I didn't need to carry, but did anyway. And I didn't even realize I had a choice in that. I thought that was just part of being aware. But there's a difference between being aware and being involved. And I was way more involved than I needed to be. Not physically, just mentally. And that's what drained me without me noticing. Because even if something doesn't affect your life directly, if you keep thinking about it, it still takes something from you. It still uses your energy, and the strange part is, it doesn't even feel like a decision in the moment, out of habit, out of curiosity, out of boredom sometimes. But it adds up, it always does, and eventually, I started catching it in the moment, like I'd see something, and instead of instantly going into it, I'd pause, not for long, just enough to realize what was happening. And for the first time, it felt optional, like I didn't have to follow every thought that showed up.